Hello everyone, this is Geek Criteek. I am Kasugi Synapsian Swartzondopoulos III. But hey, we're all friends here, so please, call me the Synapse. Well, what's this all about? Well, two things. One, I just like to talk about my own little corner of geekdom. Movies, TV shows, maybe even a comic book or a video game or two. They may be laughably bad, and they may be impressively good, but I've had fun with them, and I think they're worth sharing. And secondly, well, I've just been such a huge fan of these internet review shows for years now, and I have to say, there is a severe criminal disparity of bearded, brown-haired dudes in glasses who do these sorts of shows, and I cannot in good conscience allow that oversight to go on. My first subject is 1998's cult German film, Run Lola Run. I first found this movie, as I imagine many Americans did, through The Simpsons. Yes, years ago I caught the 12th season episode Trilogy of Error. Anyone remember that one? The one with Homer getting a thumb cut off and Lisa inventing a grammar-correcting robot and falling in love with Malcolm in the Middle, and Bart running afoul of a criminal fireworks smuggling ring, all told in one story from 3 separate perspectives which reset at every act break. You may rest assured, Mr. Teeny, that I did just that. I fled to the internet forums immediately to warn the populace of the garbled story and complete BS mafia surgeon ending. And that's when I discovered that much of that episode was an intended parody of Run Lola Run. So I started to think, what kind of baffling, nonsensical film could corrupt that bastion of stability, integrity, and logic that is The Simpsons? Let's find out. Well, this movie is already reminding me of the opening to Chrono Trigger. That's a point in its favor. And I see the Germans have invented faster minutes. They are an industrious folk. Oh God, the clock's gonna eat me! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hang a blanket statement on entire people! Ah! Huh, a lot of people have jaundice in heaven.
The ball is round. The game lasts 90 minutes. You must agree. All the rest is pure theory.
And most casual conversations involve soccer. Well, this afterlife is going to take some getting used to. Oh crap, that's the problem. I put Lola Rent in by mistake. I don't know why I keep that in the R section of my shelf. I'm just joshing you, of course. This is actually an episode of The Wild Thornberrys. Take that, you stupid opening credits! Modern audiences don't like you anymore! Actually, the actors' credits are arranged as a series of mugshots, even though they aren't all playing criminals. Don't know what their crimes are, so I guess I'll just have to use my imagination. Ludger Pister was arraigned in Greater Berlin court today on charges of disseminating pornography not involving bondage or scat. In a moment, the results of that trial. So this is our leading lady, Lola, who might be played by Mila Jovovich. I don't know, all the tests haven't come back from the lab yet. Anyway, she gets a fateful call on her Commissioner Gordon brand phone. Her low-level bagman boyfriend, Monty, just lost 100,000 marks from a stolen diamond deal on the subway, and it was found by Rob Zombie! Alright, with this money I can finance Halloween 3. So, Monty needs Lola to scrounge up the money before his boss meets him in 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Damn, this is going to be a short movie.
You can't get me out of this either! You can't come up with $100,000! Ronnie's gonna fry me and all that's gonna be left are 100,000 tiny ashes sailing down the river into the ocean, and then there's no more money! I've seen them do it, and you can't do a damn thing to change it!
Huh. I could have sworn Black Canary was a blonde. And so the chase is on. She takes a shortcut through a Duckman episode and is out on the street. And here we get one of the movie's most notable features, its kickin' techno soundtrack. It's pretty good. Shame I don't really like techno, though. I wonder how this would work. So Lola's plan is to hustle over to her wealthy father's bank and possibly get him to spot her for a loan. Little does she know that her pop is currently occupied with filming a Super 8 movie for the Lifetime Network.
Do you love me? You have to ask. Well, answer me. Of course I do, damn it.
I worship the ground you walk on, you harpy cow bitch!
Do you want to have a baby with me?
Yeah.
Das guiding light will return after a message from this Fräulein.
Lola.
Papa.
So Lola calmly explains the gravity of her situation with her father, and the two reach a mutually beneficial consensus. I had you go in there, didn't I? No, really, this happens.
I don't care!
So yeah, Lola's Banshee impression did not turn out to be her get money from dad free card, and she's tossed out on her lime green ass. Oh, but she does get this as a door prize.
I could never have fathered a freak like you.
Yeah, but you did, jerk!
No, I didn't! I wasn't your real dad.
You know, my first instinct is to edit in Darth Vader here, but that's really a little trite now. I'm sure something better will come up later.
So now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
There we go! Haven't squeezed all the blood out of that stone yet, have we? Running break! Desperately, she weaves through a Next Time on 24 segment, hoping she can at least reach Monty before he does something he'll live to. Oh no! She's too late! He's walking into that Super K, and he has a wallet chain!
Okay, everybody lay down on the floor. Hands behind your head and keep quiet. Open the registers. Take the cash out. Take it out! You make a noise and I'll cap you.
Come on, you guys, I'm really threatening. Won't you believe me? Freeze, whippersnapper. I shot down a dozen men during one of those wars we Germans aren't allowed to talk about anymore, so don't think I won't. And so it looks like our young lovers have done it. That podunk little corner grocer just happened to have 100 grand in their registers. Really. And they're just about ready to run off over the horizon, carefree and oh, shiza. Ooh, what you say? Oh, that you only meant well. Well, that was a bummer. You know, I was only joking when I said the movie was going to be 20 minutes long before. I didn't think the film would actually roll with that. But I guess that's what you find with foreign films, you know. They don't need to have a nice sunny Hollywood ending or conform to Western cinematic notions like Lola and Monty having boinked in a dark room. What?
Do you love me?
Sure I do. Because you're the best.
The best what?
The best girl.
Lola, I've known you were the best ever since I met you in that club down in Old Soho where we drank champagne and it tasted just like a cherry cola. You mean C-O-L-A? Cola? Yeah. Okay, I guess that's the show then. Well, in conclusion, Run Lola Run is a movie that's starting over again. Oh, hell, this movie's taking a mulligan. Oh, wait, I get it now. Her Commissioner Gordon phone is a save point. That makes sense. So yeah, she's trying again. But this time, Dick Dastardly and Muttley there trip her and she tumbles down the stairs. Limp, Lola, limp. Alright, this is as good a time as any to mention another major element of this film, the idea that small actions can cause major ramifications in the future. I have two major problems with this. First, this now reminds me of that movie The Butterfly Effect, and for that, this film can dive into a kiddie pool filled with razor blades. And secondly, a lot of the movie's examples of this are really pointless and arbitrary. For instance, early in Lola's first run, she spooks this old woman with a stroller, and a jarring photo collage implies that because of this, she becomes a broken, penniless child thief. But her second time pass, she kinda brushes the woman's shoulder, which leads her to later win the goddamn lottery. Well damn! If only Lola had slide tackled that woman, then she could have been elected Pope!
Running, running as fast as we can. Do you think we'll make it? We're running.
So she makes it back to Daddy's bank, but what's this? Her ankle injury, which by this point has completely healed thanks to all of her therapeutic running, has caused her to arrive a few seconds later than last time, meaning that Papa gets to finish this conversation with German Virginia Madsen.
Do you want to have a baby?
Yes.
Even if it isn't yours?
You know, it's been said that this movie was made for the MTV generation, and if so, this scene was made for the MTV generation's moms. So, naturally, getting hit by this bombshell makes Papa shut Lola down even harder than before. Thankfully, this gormless Nimrod of a security guard is on hand to let our heroine steal his gun and hold up the bank. She forces Daddy to order Der Pencilneck in here to empty the coffers. Would you like your receipt and complimentary die pack? Thank you for robbing First Bank of Berlin. Come back soon. And so she exits the building and meets with a dozen armed cops. Lola's second fatal shooting of the movie in 3, 2, 1!
Hey, kid, get away, get away!
And the cops just shoo her away? How unassuming does the punked-out chick with the orange hair, halter top, and lime green pants leaving a bank holding a garbage bag really look like to you people? And even if you don't suspect she's the crook and the real purpose still inside, then doesn't that mean she's likely an eyewitness? You're not going to detain her? Process her down at the station? Ask her questions? Anything? Oh no. Real bank robbers carry bags with Deutschmark signs on them, so let's just hit the whole building with tear gas and knock off for the day. Play another funny running song. So, that whole excursion into John Dillinger territory unfortunately ate up a lot more time. Which means that this go-through, she arrives at Monty's location before he tries to rob the store? Oh, Run Lola Run! Have mercy! Won't you let me live? Won't you please? Play that again!
Oh, hey, yeah, hitting a blonde German losers 500 points. We're gonna reach her, Frankenstein.
Oh god, did I need that. Wait a minute, I have another barrel of snark I can unload on that scene. Oh, what luck! Someone's in need of an ambulance! I'm back. So yeah, Monty dies this time, and we get another detour of them having adorable pillow talk underneath a KFC heat lamp before starting over at her apartment. Again. This is your last life, Lola, and you're not going to get to continue unless they greenlight a sequel, so make it count.
It's a suicide rap, we gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born.
Okay, we are off to a pretty rough start this time because Daddy's apparently sick of all this time traveling, video gamey, soap opera bullshit and catches a ride out of the movie. How will she ever raise the money now? Could the noble cause of covering her boyfriend's ass for losing a crime lord's blood money be lost? Is our hope gasping its last? Like that poor fish at the end of that Faith No More video. But wait! What's that? Over the horizon! Lo, there comes a savior! He is known by many names, but I shall call him Gambling. Seriously, guys, the most climactic scene of this movie is happening in a casino. Who the hell saw that coming? She puts the pittance she has on 20. 20! That's how many minutes she had! Ha! Symmetry is symmetrical. She assumes the Mary Catherine Gallagher pose, and she lucks out her first throw, earning the respect of Daniel Craig there, but she has to go all in one more time before she wins what she needs. And at this point, I had to wonder, is the movie really doing this? I mean, I've been watching a story about the consequences of one's actions and how this woman has dynamically affected the destinies of all these people around her. So now, am I really going to watch Lola resolve her main goal by passively waiting for Lady Luck to just hand it to her? Well, actually no. She duly earns her reward thanks to the one arrow she has left in her quiver. Can you guess what it is? That was nothing short of inspiring. I'm going to go up to Atlantic City right now and scream my way to wealth and happiness. Who's with me? And best of all is the denouement of that scene with the slow camera pan over all the dozens of casino patrons looking utterly fucking gobsmacked at Lola's lucrative temper tantrum. Why, I don't believe it! She actually won money at a casino! Why isn't someone stopping her? Huh. I'm guessing that woman and her portrait artist weren't on speaking terms. Oh, and while that's happening, this time around, Monty somehow manages to corner the bum who stole the money in the first place. You know, all evidence up to this point would suggest that he would just ice the hobo and take the cash, but no. This is the end of the movie, and he needs to appear sympathetic and relatable, logic be damned, so he offers a fair trade, the 100,000 marks, for his loaded gun! Oh yeah, this gun's definitely worth 100K, probably even more if you pawn it for store credit. So we have a deal? And you're not just gonna shoot me and take the money after I give this to you, right? Right? Pinky swear? Okay, here you go. Thank you. You vagrants are truly men of honor. This one isn't really working for some reason. Alright, in the stretch now. Lola is well on her way, but this time, the mood strikes her to hop into that ambulance like it was a freaking taxi, where she discovers Froggy Bank Guard Guy has had a mother-loving heart attack. Oh! This is a big one! I'm coming, Brunhilde!
I'll stay with him.
It's a miracle! And lo, his life was saved, thanks to his redhead fetish. So Lola arrives just in time to see Monty pay off Don Wiener Schnitzel, and now they get to walk arm in arm off into the sunset, straight down the middle of a road, looking like complete morons. Yes, folks, she got the good ending this time. Shortly thereafter, she's abducted by a UFO, where a brown-haired man asks her if she's seen a little girl. Oh yeah, and there was a sign back there. It said, "Beware, falling credits." Oh man, that was bat-squeak insane. I mean, ridiculous setups, two-dimensional characters, chaotic editing, undercooked ideas, plot holes you could drive an ambulance through. But you know what? I would recommend this movie to anyone. This is the kind of film that walks a fine line between ludicrous and brilliant, and it succeeds at being entertaining far more than it stumbles. And it clocks in at a brisk 80 minutes in running time, and still there was a lot I didn't show you. And why should I? This movie's very easy to find, and I say go check it out for yourselves. I mean, yes, I just spent who knows how long riffing the hell out of it, but personally, I think I make the best parodies out of things that I like. So, what's next for Geek Criteek? Well, there is this one Stephen King adaptation that I don't think is really... I'm really sorry, guys. I've got to run.
The sack.
The sack.
The sack.
The sack.
The sack.
The sack. The sack. The sack. The sack.
The sack.